Hey everybody, it's the coach, and this is Madden 19 on EA Sports. On tap is what should be a pretty good matchup between the New York Jets and the Chicago Blues. I'll have scores around the league for you at the half, but it's time for a little football. So we'll hand it over to our broadcast team, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thank you very much. It's the National Football League presented by EA Sports. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the New York Jets and the Chicago Blues. Along with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Godden. And Charles, you take a look at our home side as we enter play here. And I don't think from what we saw down on the field before the game, there's any doubt they're ready to roll.
They pass the eye test, don't they? This team looks fired up and ready to play.
Meanwhile, for the visiting Jets, an early season tilt. And when it's an early season tilt, should be ready to roll.
Well, let's face it, the aches and pains haven't really set in yet.
So now here comes the Jet offense as they get ready to take over. As we take a peek at Sam Darnold, the former USC Trojan and third pick in the 2018 draft. Partner, your thoughts on this D-line?
I love a unit that can control the run and get after the passer. This is an all-around terrific defensive front. Hard to move the ball against them on the ground, and then when you want to throw it, look out. Here they come after the quarterback.
So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And led out by the rookie. Expectations high here as he's making his first NFL start. What I took away from that is just how it is permeated throughout the entire offensive line, the relationship they've had. It's really a group that's in sync.
They care about him. That's the thing. They really care. And when you care that much, you're going to play that much harder for him and give a better chance to lead the team that wins.
Avery Williamson there to make the stop. And the big boys up front in the trenches. What do you think of the O-line, Charles?
I love them because this is a group that's so cohesive. They know what the man next to them is going to do.
And they'll run it here. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. Throwing on first down. Larson. And this one caught by Dez Bryant. And with a little chip on your shoulder?
You definitely do because now your money's not the same. But even more than that, it's the prestige. Everyone wants to be a first-round pick, and he thought his talent demanded that. And I do know some teams in the league that had first-round grades on him.
Let's go. Green.
From the gun on third down, here's Darnold. And he's going to be taken down. Sacked back at the 2.
A quick observation, Brandon, because early on in this game, I'm seeing linebackers putting up their noses close to the line of scrimmage.
And my guess is the wheels are turning on that other sideline. Blitz coming, and down he goes. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on third down. How big that.
Oh, and he's not going to make it out of the end zone. The push too strong. They've got the lead. Last time had to punt it, though. What's the key to this drive?
I think it's leverage. The
leverage.
Big guys up front. You know the motivational speech on the sideline is, guys, give us an opportunity. Protect the passer, create space for our runners, and let's go ahead and get these guys. Somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
A second down completion got him 7. Now here's 3rd and 3. Back to throw. Larson. He completes it to Bryant.
Because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
Looking to throw. Larson going deep here for Bryant.
They tried to stick to the running game on the first 2 plays. Didn't amount to much.
And now facing a 3rd and long at the outset of this drive. And the 3rd down pass falls incomplete.
You're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going. Wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got
nowhere to go here. He lost the football, and the Jets have recovered.
Because you and I both know that in the preseason, a lot of these guys don't play a whole lot. Plus, the intensity and the speed really ratchets up on opening week.
That's caught right side by Anderson.
You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the second quarter down. Second down pass play got them 8 yards. Now they've got a third and a couple remaining. They'll run now with Ware. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1.
But it wasn't by much, was it? I remember Coach Madden talking about, depending on which foot the official used, that would tell you where he had the first down.
Fighting his way in for a Jets touchdown.
Keeping proper leverage and communicating well, too.
To throw on third down. Larson. And an alley to run. And they are going to set up shop.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right.
All along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
Well, and now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Completes it to Benjamin.
And you know, depending on their positioning, where you are on the field, the umpires get different responsibilities, but always making sure no one's holding.
He's going to loft one. Deep left. This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown, Chicago. Dez Bryant. As they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half. A first down throw, Darnold. Anunwa's got it, complete.
I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. And he's got Anunwa. Breaks the tackle, he's got room to run. And now off to the races, down the right side. And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. So we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. And welcome back to football, everybody. We've got a full slate of 16 games here to start the new season. So let's take our first trip around the NFL. We'll get started down at Hard Rock Stadium in Miami. And it's the Texans who are out in front. The Texans looking for the win on the road in Week 1. Next, we head north to Philly. Check on the Eagles at home at Lincoln Financial Field. And they have the lead in that one over the visiting Lions. The Eagles trying to start the season right and is looking good so far at home. Finally, we'll save the biggest for last. We head to AT&T Stadium to see what's happening with the Cowboys at home in Arlington. And they've got the lead over the visiting Chicago Bears. The Cowboys playing well in their opener, trying to send their sellout crowd home happy. Meanwhile, in our game, it's been a back-and-forth first half. Who can put it together in the second half? For the answer.
All right. When a game is within striking distance like this at intermission.
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. That block secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
They're going to try and throw. And James has it. 30, 20. And DP goes into Jets territory before being taken down.
Offside, defense.
And I think it's become more of a glamour position because of the ways it can hurt a defense, and guys want to be involved. They can be in line, close to the line of scrimmage. They can split out like receivers, but hands.
On first down, but it winds up incomplete. Bryant, the lone receiver, left. Looking to throw. Larson got his man, and it's caught for a Chicago touchdown. Kelvin Benjamin.
Somewhere in that neighborhood, similar to a great hitter in baseball, who's going to fail 7 out of 10 times and still have a great year. In this case, you want perfection, but way better that it hits the ground.
Now a handoff looking right. And he'll push his way forward to about the 32.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse Is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
And he hits his man, Matthews.
A big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
To throw is Darnold. Dumps that off to Ware.
Yeah, not a surprise at all. It will even out as the season extends because everyone will get used to the play speed. But right now, here in the early season, the advantage definitely goes to the offense.
A good pick up there.
I'm a little bit Neanderthal, okay? I love this. No exotic formations, no misdirection. Just line up a run to dart.
And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close.
Looking to throw on second down. Larson throwing the out route incomplete. That's Bryant. A big play there. Good first step there defensively, but they're still knocking on the doorstep, so maybe another run here?
I think so. One of my favorite coaches.
Got his man, and it's caught for a Chicago touchdown. Kelvin Benjamin, already his second touchdown here in this opening weekend. And his guys have taken the lead here in the fourth.
Boy, that route is really tough to cover because if they're running it correctly, you think it's really going to be a slant.
Yeah, well, we talk all the time about how it's tough to execute offensively, but you're saying, don't forget, it's tough to cover for the defense, too.
Yeah, the number one thing that you're taught is to not get caught inside or get beat inside. I would expect to see some pressure here.
He was out there waving his arms saying, throw it here, dropped it, not a good look.
Well, all I can do is just look at him with contempt on that one. As a defensive back, I'm saying not as a...
Pressure from his right, and he goes down hard, flat on his back. Matt Milano in there to get him his second sack now of the afternoon.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
And he will lose yardage on the play, back at his own 19-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
Well, Brandon, pace comes into play now because they've got the advantage. They've got the football, but they've got to be very careful about what speed they're going to play. You know, my music teacher back in New Paltz, Mrs. Bythema Bagley, used to say, don't go prestissimo when you really want to go largo. And what she meant by that is don't go too fast when you really want to go at a nice, slow, deliberate pace.
I am speechless. I am without speech.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on second down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now gives him a much better opportunity to convert on third down.
He's got the first down and more past the 40. And he'll take it to the 43-yard line. 17 yards on the pickup there and also a first down. Well, that looked like an example of what you said back in the first half. A running back of his size can really wear down a defense. I think he's starting to do that.
I think you're exactly right. And know what else he's doing? He's inspiring the rest of his team because they see this starting to happen as well. So that means they're going to redouble their efforts to help him out. Extra blocking, getting downfield, helping him out.
Time for a break. We'll come back, see what transpires after this. So it's our home team here in possession of the football as we come back. They've got a second down now as they search for a way to get this one to the finish line. And not much room to operate as he'll get this up only to about the 41. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining. Now, this is a big third down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. On third down, Larson. And this is going to be incomplete. Darryl Roberts right there on the coverage.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on third down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a fourth down decision.
And a great job here. This is going to turn out to be a beauty. This is marked down at about the 3-yard line. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. to throw. Throw right side, complete to Williams. And they'll get him down up past the 15-yard line. They were looking for a little spark and some breathing room. They got it right there, a gain of 14 and a first down. He'll look to throw. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Ryan Shazier. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line.
And that one, it's going to hurt big time. You're in the 2-minute drill trying to get your guys down the field, and it's looking like they're going to go up just short, as this is definitely not his best throw, and it'll wind up being intercepted.
Now they try the right side here, and he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Now the Jets are going to burn another timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Another running situation on the doorstep as they come up 2nd and 10. And they'll go on the ground. And nowhere for him to go again. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's in. And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense, as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
Watch it now, Barney.
And they'll go with a ground attack here. And he'll get this down to about the 31-yard line. Just a yard on the run there, and that's going to bring us to a 4th down.
Well, that didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
And that is not going to get there. Oh, he missed it short. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. So in a game that's been full of twists and turns, here's another with time winding down.
And now, as you say, time's obviously a huge factor. But all you're looking for now is 3. So one big play, maybe a penalty, and you might get that shot after all.
They're throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. They'll look to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Stevenson. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A good pickup there, a 22. And now he stops it with a spike at 8 seconds. And unable to connect. It's incomplete. And the clock stopped at 8 seconds. And this kick is not going to get there. It's short and no good. Well, that would have been something if he could have saved him from that long distance there in the closing seconds, but it was just not meant to be.
They need a little more time and a little more yardage to give him a realistic shot. And that kick's a good metaphor for this game, isn't it? They're going to wind up a little short in the end.
And he stopped immediately there. And partner, this first week, this first game that we get to call together, so special every year, week 1. You had the flyover, the big American flag out there before the game, all the hoopla, just having football back.